You try to put yourself in their shoes because you really want to understand what happened to them. You try to put yourself in the family's shoes because you want to understand what they're going through. You need to, because you need to understand just how bad the case is, just how bad the crime is, just how bad the suspect is. But you also want to grieve for this person, or you should want to. I feel like everyone should. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in this world and people don't really know what's going on. It's like when you really read something raw, it's very horrifying. It's extremely horrifying. You just be thinking, how can this really happen to a person, a baby? How can people be this sick, like the stuff they think about? And I'm talking about family, by the way. It's sick, it's horrifying, it's sad, and it happens to their own family members, by their family. How can somebody, like, take just the most innocent thing and just take them off the earth? Like, who thinks of that? Even if it was an argument. You just don't think this stuff will happen, and it really shouldn't happen. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Gruesome case. By the way, we have survived Christmas. A lot of people did not. Just, oh my god, I had a feeling a lot of stuff was going to happen during Christmas, the day of Christmas Eve, and even after Christmas. We should always be grateful that we're here. So a lot of people that got taken out on Christmas, horrifying, different ways. Sad to say it like that. I'm just saying it's sad. I tried that. I had a nice Christmas with my family, okay? But for some reason, I took the day off yesterday because I was like, no. I was tired. My voice was gone. I had a relaxing day with my sisters, my mother. But then I went to the news. I had to go to the news. It was only right, too, because, I got a comment that, they always say, think positive. Don't try to, don't let it ruin your life. This stuff does not ruin my life, okay? Let me tell you this. But I look at the news a lot, okay? You need to know what's going on in this world. And a lot of people were not able to go home during Christmas because they're in a war or, they're fighting for their life somewhere else. It's just very sad. I saw some sad stuff in the news. And I'm very grateful for what I have. I always say this, and I'm trying to make sure I go through next year saying this because we should be. It's just a lot of stuff that's going on right now should not be happening. This world feel like a purge, and it feel like it should not be like this. Like, we should not be living in fear. Like, people getting robbed and murdered, kids getting killed, parents, like, people getting robbed, family members. Which, by the way, for some reason, there has been a lot of, like, family members murders. Like, there's been the one, with the little, well, actually we don't know who killed that whole family, but there was another one with there was like two more with two teens killing their whole families. I don't know what's going on with that, y'all, but we are talking about a gruesome case today. We're talking about a man who beheaded his 1-year-old baby with a knife after a domestic violence incident. Oh my god. This is his baby, by the way. He has a wife. This is his son. And there was an incident with his wife and his mother-in-law. Let me tell you something. I read the title of this, y'all. And I was so shocked last night. Because I went to bed at like 3 a.m. And so it's really like this morning. But I did my little research like last night. I was like, oh my god. I was like, whoa. That title just alone, hearing the word beheading and 1-year-old baby is just unthinkable. You don't think of it like this stuff happening. It's horrifying. It's so sad. I just don't want to imagine that, visualize it, because the police went in and saw the baby's head in another place. When I say these people like this, parents, this is a parent, mind you, the father, please, can we please implement death penalty sentences like this and get them out of here? They don't deserve to wait. I don't even know, how do you explain this? With a knife? This baby hasn't even been on the earth that long. This is another level of gruesome. This is your child. And, for some reason, 2024, we have had a lot of parents killing their babies. And I don't know what led up to this. No matter what it is, nothing justifies, nothing makes sense of what could have been, like what did. Nothing. I don't care about no American Constitution, what the laws say. I don't care. This man do not deserve a lawyer. He do not deserve to be seen. He look ridiculous in this photo. He just don't deserve anything. Like, this man does. They really should have just got rid of him when they saw him. That's what I would have did. But it's just so sad. This little baby. Like, this is a baby. I don't even know what to say. Let's get into it. It's evil. Dad waited for wife and mother-in-law to leave house after heated argument before beheading 1-year-old son. And that is his right here. That is him. Andre, I don't know. Don't care. Demiski. A 28-year-old, first of all, did not know this man was 28. Hillbilly Joe over here, I did not know this man was 28 because that's what he's giving over here, not 28. A 28-year-old man in California is accused in a gruesome killing of his 1-year-old son, allegedly using a knife to decapitate the child following an argument with his wife and mother-in-law. Andre Demiski was taken into custody on Friday and charged with 1 count each of murder, assault by means of force likely to produce great bodily injury, and corporal injury to a spouse or cohabitant. Records reviewed by Law and Crime show. The part of using a knife, oh my God. This might be up there with one of the worst ones, y'all. I got a couple of them that's up there. It's just saying, having it come out your mouth that somebody beheaded their child, allegedly with a knife. Like, oh my God, what kind of hate were you on? This already sounds like, since it was an argument, I'm trying to not go crazy, y'all, so I'm trying to start getting my words in order to a T, but try not to go crazy in these videos because you can see why I would. But just like the woman when I almost got sick in that video with her cooking her parent or her mom, insane. A baby is innocent, so what was you trying to do, get back at the mother? Who does this? This is not normal. This is the type of stuff you have, you go, yeah, you might want to check their mental state, the mental state, because that's not normal. According to a news release from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to a residence at about 4:15 a.m. regarding a reported family disturbance. Upon arriving at the scene, first responders made contact with an adult female outside the residence who identified herself as Demiski's wife. The wife told deputies that he had just assaulted her and her mother. Emergency medical personnel transported the wife's mother to a hospital for treatment of injuries described as non-life-threatening. And y'all know something was about to happen. We are easing into this one by one because look at how fast this happened. This was really quick. This is why I'm starting to think his mental state was not there, because first of all, this is not a normal thing. Second of all, look how fast it's about to escalate. They was outside when the police came. I see where we're going here. They were outside when it happened. The baby was inside, alive, breathing with his father. Now, a lot of people might ask, why would they leave the baby in there with him if he was violence toward them? That's also his child. I'm guessing you wouldn't think that, but you wouldn't think it because that's his, the baby's father. I would still take the child, safety. If he attacked me and my mom, I'm taking the baby out the home. But I'm guessing that's his baby, and she wouldn't think he would do anything to him. I don't know, but this is about to really escalate. And it's crazy how fast, because they were just waiting for the police, mind you. That's insane. Deputies say they then attempted to contact Demiski, who was still at the residence. However, when they knocked on the door, he refused to answer and surrendered peacefully. A short time later, deputies learned that a 1-year-old male child was inside the residence along with Demiski, and that he had possibly injured the child after throwing him. Okay. I'm over here wondering. I feel like every time I read these cases, y'all, I say something, then it'd be like, oh, here goes something else just to remind you. Okay, if she knows, now this is alleged, just because I don't know yet. If he threw that child and she knew, why was he still in the home? Was he holding the baby hostage? That could be a thing, the man holding the baby hostage and telling her to get out. But I think they willingly left the house. Yeah, I'm taking my child, and I will risk my life to take that child. Fearing for the child's safety, deputies forced entry into the residence and attempted to detain Demiski, who was uncooperative and became physically resistive. As deputies took him into custody, they made the gruesome discovery of a severed child's head in the bedroom where he was contacted and detained. I Just imagine, we're going to finish just first. Detectives with the Sheriff's Child Abuse Bureau, which typically handles investigations into murders involving children, were contacted and responded to the scene to take over the case. Following a preliminary investigations, detectives determined that Demiski had initially been involved in a domestic violence incident with his wife and mother-in-law, which led to the 911 call. After placing the call, the two women both exited the residence and waited outside for deputies to arrive. Once they exited the residence, Demiski used the knife to behead and murder his 1-year-old son. Demiski was taken into custody and booked into the Sacramento County Main Jail. He is currently being held in detention without bond. The defendant is scheduled to appear before a judge on Tuesday. Amar Gandhi told the news that deputies who responded to the scene were visibly shaken, saying it was one of the most horrific things he had ever encountered. There's no rationale. There's nothing I can say, Gandhi told Oakland Fox affiliate. I have 3 kids. I know the deputies here all are parents themselves. It's evil. A GoFundMe page identified the victim as Micah Demiski. The page was formed to help the boy's mother in setting up memorial and funeral arrangements. The mother is currently unemployed and needs to relocate per the GoFundMe. The sweet little boy was a kind and joyful soul, loving all people, and especially dogs, the page states. His kind heart and beautiful smile warmed the hearts of everyone he came in contact with. He loved his family, and especially his mama. He loved being with family, going to the parks, and singing hymns with his family. And you know what? I'm shaking and sad just reading that. I always talk about, sometimes off camera, I'll be like, dang, a lot of these police just, they don't do their job. But aside of that, about every police, give them credit, man, because I can't look at a freaking body and go by my day, let alone a child, let alone a severed head in a corner. That is so horrifying, especially when you have kids. You can't imagine, especially when you have kids, I'm pretty sure you can't imagine somebody doing that to your child. The questions I have, why didn't she take the baby out? Not placing no blame on her, obviously. I'm not placing no blame on her whatsoever. I'm guessing her saying was that he probably, I don't know if he had the child with him because they were in the bedroom and he was in the bedroom, so maybe he wouldn't let her go in there. He probably had the baby held up. And she had no reason, had no reason, but had no way to getting up in there. Could be, especially if he was physically abusive. It could be that, or she just left and thought he wasn't going to do anything to the baby because who would hurt a child? Who would really hurt a child? Sick people, they hurt children. So 100%, I really do think they need to check his mental state. This is not normal whatsoever. Now, I say in every gruesome crime, picture it. We're not picturing nothing that much this time. I can't picture that. Oh my God. And it's in here. It's in here, y'all. But it's very sad. Look, it's the fact that he did any of this. Okay, let me hurry up put the disclaimer for what I'm about to say. It's the fact that he did any of this before I get to the more gruesome part. A big part that they need to go, the reason why they need to go, I don't know if capital punishment is, if they can say this, or I don't even know if California still has the death penalty, but it's the fact that he used the knife. And mind you, this is why I say the whole thing is gruesome. I'm just saying this part, the knife part is very shocking, very not this is not something you hear ever, really. You don't hear this. You hear this stuff actually in like honor killings, I believe, in like other countries, India. You know, but I feel like I've heard more cases with beheadings over there, not over here in California. So I feel like that part, the entire case, you know, beheading a child, you're like, that's, nobody's sympathizing with you, sir. You're below scum. You're below average. I actually want to look at his IQ score because I don't think he's like sane and like that's not normal. I don't believe it. Like, there's some sick individuals I know, but I feel like there's something else missing up there that's not a normal thing. Who the hell beheads a child? That happens in other countries too. They're freaking crazy. And yes, I really wanted to say the other word. They're crazy. I don't care if that's their culture. I don't care. You don't do that. Beheading anybody is so freaking gruesome. That's so dark. Who gives you the right to take a life? Like, who are you? And yes, I'm saying this to other countries that practice this. That's not normal. It's not normal. I don't care if people say that's a culture thing. You know, it's sad, and that should not be a thing. There's a lady, I followed her Instagram because of this. I heard her story. I'm talking about, I don't think I cried that much before, y'all, and I listening to something on YouTube. But she was talking about honor killings because she was about to be killed by her parents, and well, they tried to kill her. We really have to, like, I don't know. This case was just, it's sad, you know. This little baby had no life to live. He's been alive 1 year. That's nothing. And just to be, you know, taken out by the person that created you, that had a part of creating you, so heartbreaking. The mom, oh my God, I cannot imagine what she's going through. That's so freaking, I wouldn't know what to do. I got a feeling, you know, hope she don't blame herself. You know, a lot of people I feel like a lot of people would blame themselves. They'd be like, dang, why did I leave my child with that man? I still wouldn't blame her, even though I'm curious about why she didn't take the child. But why would he do this? This just goes to show you the man is crazy. And that was her husband. So obviously, I'm pretty sure there was domestic issues in the past. This was not the first. I don't believe this was the first incident. Well, maybe it could have been. No, that could also be a thing. Theory, that could also be a thing. If he, maybe that could be a reason why she didn't take the child. That could have been like the first incident. I don't know. But just having people walk in, like just attacking him, visualizing it, y'all. Unfortunately, arresting him and then turning your head and seeing that. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. And I should be more mad, but I'm trying to stay mellow because, like, it's so horrifying. And this is big for him, like, the demand. Rest in peace to that little baby. Man, oh my God. I was watching something yesterday and something made my head hurt. I don't know if I was reading this or it was something with adoptions. I was just like, I really would adopt a child if I was able to like give somebody a home, just because you never know what they went through in their life, and it's so horrifying. But this was sad. Parents should not be taking their kids' lives, man or woman, no matter how messed up you are. You need to get that together and, you know, get some help. But this man is sick in the head, deserved death penalty, don't deserve no sympathy, not getting no sympathy. They should have just took him out, to be honest. I don't even know what else to say, y'all. This was a really gruesome case. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. This year has been so insane. I'm actually thinking I want to do a top 10 for worst crimes that I've talked about. I think I'm going to do that this year. Well, this week or next week. But when is the last day of the month? I don't even know what I got scheduled, y'all. We got 4 more days. And I'm not recording on New Year's Eve, I believe, so no. So 3 more days. So most likely tomorrow or Sunday, I'm going to upload. Or it may be on the 30th. I'm going to upload. I think I'm doing it on the 30th. It's like the last day before New Year's Eve. I'm going to do my top 10s list. I'm going to put that in here just so I know. Top 10 list for worst crimes. Top 10 cases I've talked about, because They have been gruesome. I think that's what I'll do to end the year for me. Ready for next year, ready to get it over with. But at the same time, it's gonna be nothing different. Can you imagine what's gonna happen on New Year's Eve, y'all? Oh my God. And then the people that's gonna die on January 1st. I think like this. I think I might be like, it's so dark. Why do you think like this? Look, I like talking about crime. This does not scare me. It's just that it's crazy how much people are killing. That's what I'm saying. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay aware, stay alert. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Roll to 1K. I'm so excited. And I'll let you guys go. See you on the next video. Bye.